Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sharane's World. Right here on YouTube. Let's welcome everybody. Let's welcome everybody on my YouTube channel. Let's welcome all our subscribers. Round of applause to you guys. Let's go. Let's give a big round of applause to everybody on my support group page right on Facebook. Domestic violence and narcissistic relationships I thrive. Let's go. And let's give a nice big round of applause to everybody that's on my main page, which is my Deanna McLaughlin page. Let's go. Round of applause. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Sharane's World. I hope everybody's getting the tools, using them, doing what you gotta do. Staying focused no matter who you are. All men and women up out here in these streets. Let's go. We're gonna get right into Sharane's World, everybody. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. And you already know. Let's welcome all you narcissistic men and women up out there in these streets. Let's go. Yes. You already know we got to welcome all those men and women up out here in these streets. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm Sharane, okay? Sharane is my middle name, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse for all men and women right here locally in Binghamton, ladies and gentlemen. I am an advocate for the community right here in Binghamton. In the surrounding areas as well, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I spread awareness for the community, no matter where you located at, it does not matter. And I also spread awareness nationwide. So you can be able to, no matter where you're located, you can take the same tools and use it for yourself the best way that you can, no matter who you are, male or female. So all my men that's out there, if you're going through something domestic, narcissistic, toxic, family, whatever it is, please reach out to someone that's licensed and experienced that can help you and guide you through these steps because you do not have to sit there and take the toxic from these females. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Get a third party person, family member, somebody that's, there to be able to mediate things when things are getting rocky between you and the partner. If there's kids, business, whatever that's involved. Okay. There's licensed advocates, there's lawyers, there's people out there, there's peer mentor survivors that's out here that's willing to help you guys. Okay. If you need any resources or whatever, no matter where you're located, this is why Sharane World is here. I can find those resources for you and send those resources to you so you don't have to do all that, that work because you already have a lot going on and a lot going wrong. Okay. Yes. Everybody, welcome to Sharane's World. We right here on YouTube. This is that awareness for Sharane for all women and men. All right. I'm hoping y'all staying focused, not getting love bombed, not getting swindled, used, manipulated, or abused. All right. And if that is happening, please reach out. There's people out here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right up into Sharane's World. Let's go. Yes. So I know. These narcissistic females, these toxic females, these narcissistic men, and these toxic men, right? They're out here, they're lurking, they on the internet, they talking crazy. It's crazy work going on and going wrong about here in these streets. But the whole goal is for me to have that uncomfortable conversation about here in these streets. And I think, I got some people panties in a bunch about here in these streets when it comes to me spreading awareness about domestic violence. So I feel like this: if you don't support domestic violence, meaning if you don't support the awareness, then there's no you got a problem. You are part of the problem. All right. That means you have some healing, some issues going on. Because let me tell you something like this. If I've never been through domestic violence or toxic relationships or anything like this, right? And I was one of them people that I say that want to educate myself. I'll tell you this much, right? I would not sit there and allow, the toxicness, the nastiness that come up on these internet, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of Jezebel that I see on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. There's too much toxicness. People got to learn how to start healing about here in these streets. All right. You got to heal. All right. Listen. Listen, there's single parents out there, there's single fathers out there, there's people out there that got to sacrifice things, especially when they're going through situations like this. They have to sacrifice a lot. They got to sacrifice jobs, just so many things that they have to sacrifice on top of dealing with somebody that has domestic issues or narcissistic issues, or whatever that you guys are dealing with out there in the streets. This is why I'm saying open up your third eye and understand that you don't have to deal with the toxic. You do not have to come back out into these streets and get on the internet and start being toxic out here in Broome County. There's no point of that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. Everybody needs to open their third eye out here in Binghamton because there's a lot of unhealed people, and they put all of that right up on the internet for everybody to see. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how can anybody get along out here in Broome County if everybody is against each other? Everybody always got something to say about somebody. Or you understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody out here been through something. Everybody out here been through some kind of toxic relationship. And honestly, everybody out here dating each other men and they dating each other women up out here. Let's go. That's what's going on and going wrong up out here in these streets in Broome County, right? Everybody's dating each other, everybody's messing around with each other, and everybody's lying to each other, whether they're a male or a female. And that's the problem. You understand? And then you have these men out here, or the ladies, but you have these men out here that have babies and then they get into other relationships with these other people out here, and then they allow them other people to disrespect their babies. Absolutely. That's how them narcissists operate. That's how them DV people operate. And so them people that's out there that you see that talk about people, kids on the internet, that sit there and do all of that 304 toxicness up on the internet, they need some healing. They like it's nothing wrong with you venting and doing whatever, but it's the toxicness that go wrong and go wrong right here in Broome County. It's crazy work. And listen, listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gotta stay focused. Like I said, I call out all the shame demons. You gotta keep it real with yourself. And this is why people are not healing. And this is why you have these narcissistic females or these toxic narcissistic men that's coming up out here in these streets acting the way they acting. You understand what I'm saying? And doing what they doing because they think that they are healed. They believe they are healed. But you can take somebody like that that's walking around talking about, oh yeah, I've been through this, and, blah, 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 and they walking around acting like that, like a 304, like they on Love and Hip Hop, and then you could take a person that really experienced that and a healed person, no matter who they are, male or female, and you can see the difference. Those toxic people are not healed, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so stay focused up out here in Broome County. Like it's too much going on and too much going wrong. And like I said, everybody mess with everybody out here. It's crazy work. Everybody, these men, they need to start keeping it real with themselves. These narcissistic men, these DV men, these toxic men up out here in the streets, they have to start keeping it real with themselves, right? And these women too, you got to start keeping it real with yourself because when you keep it real with yourself, you won't be out here dealing with these toxicness. You'll be able to break your cycle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're speaking directly to the toxic females up out there in the streets, and we're talking to the narcissistic men up out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane's world, okay? Yeah, it's Sharane's world. It's only it's my world. It's my world. I spread awareness how I do it. You understand? I advocate how I advocate for the community. You understand? I'm a peer mentor, a survivor, ladies and gentlemen. Know the difference. Absolutely. We call out everything over here on Sharane Boy. You have to keep it real with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. If you ain't gonna keep it real with yourself, then you're gonna continue to be toxic. You're gonna continue to be that 304. You're gonna continue to be that person that woke up in these things, these clubs, and these bars, and everybody looking at you for what you are. You thinking you look good, but they looking at you for what you are. And you're gonna be used for what you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all toxic females, we on that neck. The rainbow is here. Y'all gotta start healing, and it's all about peace, and it's all about the awareness, ladies and gentlemen. So it would be good to see other people to start coming out, breaking a cycle, understanding, supporting. You hear what I'm saying? Because it's real out here in Broome County. hmm Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. I'm telling y'all, it's absolutely real about here in these streets. So listen. Pay attention to what you guys are dealing with. Domestic violence, they're abusing you, or even if they're not abusing you, putting their hands on you. There's other forms of ways of domestic violence, right? Watch out for these narcissists, the ones that like to chill up in the clubs and the bars and the shingings that have different females coming in and out their house, or different men coming in and out of their house. Watch out for them too, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because they lurking and they looking for new supply. Absolutely. So welcome to Sharane's World, y'all. Don't get love bombed. Don't get swindled up out here in these streets. Like I said, my boots is on the ground for all men and women. I got the voice, and I'm gonna use it for the others that do not have the voice, no matter who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Binghamton, we gotta listen. Like I tell y'all, I'm not from Binghamton, right? Y'all know Sharane was not from Binghamton, but due to the fact that all my domestic violence and all the toxicness happen out here, why not? Why not change something? You don't have to be from here to not be able to change something. You should want to be able to change something. You understand? That's why everybody's so stuck and toxic out here in these streets, and they doing whatever they doing up out here in these streets, and everybody for everybody up out here in these streets. And I'm not talking about everybody, because there is a small percentage of people out here that don't operate like that. So if you don't operate like that, round of applause to you. We're not talking about you guys. We're talking about the others that do operate like that, okay? So don't put your panties too much in a bunch about that, all right? Because like I said, it's not everybody, but it's a big percentage of other people out here that do operate like that. So ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay focused right here in Broome County. Like I said, my boots is on the ground for all men and women out here in these streets. It's awareness. Break the cycle. Understand what's going on and what's going wrong. Please stay off the dating app. Don't be registering no cars for nobody. Don't put no insurance on no car for nobody. Don't be love bombed. Don't be paying a rent. Don't be paying their phone bills or watching a animal for them because they want to be doing their dirty work and they can't watch their own animal. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, everybody's animal lovers. I get it. You know, I have one too. But I'll tell you how they operate. Okay? Don't be up in Walmart trying to buy them all these fancy things or on the internet or anywhere trying to buy them some shoes or taking them on fancy dates. Because at the end of the day, remember they love bomb you. They start off small, they do little for you, and then that's when they get the big out of you, and then they delete. They end up going on to the next. They have multiple supplies in the cut, ladies and gentlemen, and they will continue to keep swindling you until you open your third eye and remove yourself. Remember, narcissistic personality disorder has no cure. And you don't know what these people, other mental issues could be. So you have to pay attention. Y'all stay focused out here. Pay attention in these clubs and these bars and these shingdings. And y'all already know, stay off the dating apps because the narcissist is already lurking on the dating apps. So y'all stay off there. Big time. Right? It's real, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, domestic violence, narcissistic abuse, relationships, the traits, narcissism, narcissistic, it's all real. So do your research, open your third eye, and come up out that clown circus show. Because I'm telling you, it's going to get way better than what you're going through right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I know everybody have their own situations, and everybody's situations is absolutely different. But I do know that you can all heal. You're not going to all heal the same way, but you can definitely break your cycle, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome to Sharane's, all you guys. My boots is on the ground for all you guys. I got the voice for all you guys. I'm gonna speak up. Listen. When you want to heal, you got to remove all that bad, negative people from around you, no matter who they are. Right? You got to be focused. Because remember, they're going to drag you through the courts. They're going to drag you through things. You have to be focused. You have to hold your ground, because these these narcissists, no matter who they are, male or female, they're waiting on you to fall. They don't want you to operate like that. They feel like they know you. So this is why I say you got to change how you operate. Go no contact when you're dealing with them and stand your ground. Stay focused. Welcome to Sharane's, all everybody. Yes, this is that awareness with Sharane. Right here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all stay aware for Thursdays. Every Thursday is Thirsty Thursday right here on Sharane World on YouTube. And then Friday, you already know my radio show comes on air every Friday at 6 p.m. You can listen to Sharane World on the WBGY.online. So you can go online to that website and you can tune into my radio show at 6 p.m. for Sharane's World. You can call in as well, alrighty? But also you could tune in at 5 p.m. and you could tune into the Watchers, Changers, alright, radio show, because they come on at 5, and then you could tune in right into Sharane's World, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I go live on the air every Friday at 6 p.m. So don't miss out. We're going to have that new song playing by Mr. Easy. We're going to have some other awareness going. We're going to have some more other songs going. We're going to let everything flow out. So if you missed last week, Friday radio show, I don't know what to tell you. You missed something real good. The best thing I can tell you is tune into my Patreon. And my Patreon is called Sharane's World as well. So if you go to Patreon, you can put in Sharane World, and my Patreon will pop up for the WBZY. Alright, and subscribe to the channel and support the movement, and you will get more radio shows. You'll be able to listen to all the other shows that I've done in the past, and more juicy other stuff that I may do in the cut, ladies and gentlemen, okay, that I may not be able to come onto YouTube and do, because YouTube doesn't allow you to play music, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why I have a radio show, you know. Come on over there on Fridays at 6 p.m. online if you do not get the radio station of 99.5. Okay, so go to WBGY.online every Friday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and you can see the schedule of when all the other hosts is coming on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all tune in to DJ Supreme. He comes on, I believe, around 2 p.m. on a Friday. So tune in, check the schedule, check his schedule. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's real. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World. I appreciate everybody. Let's go. Y'all stay focused. Get the tools. Break your cycle. Remember, practice healthy relationships. Practice. And also remember, do not move on too fast when you're coming out these situations, because that's how you end up getting swindled. Absolutely. Yes, they can spot that. These narcissists and these DV people, no matter who they are, male or female, can definitely sniff out another victim. And they will do you dirty, just like how they did. And it will be a whole new person. It won't be the same person that you was dealing with. It's going to be a whole new person you was dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all stay focused and don't get love bombed or swindled, because that's what they do. They swindle you. Real good. Ah, man. Y'all got to stop messing with these narcissists and these DV people. And let me tell you something. If they putting their hands on you, don't even put your hands back. Just walk up out that situation. Get up out of there. I'm telling you. So I'm meeting them on camera. When you're dealing with somebody that put their hands on you and you got kids with them, and you got to deal with custody, like drop off, meet them on camera. All right? Because them narcissists and them DV people be trying. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to save you from not going to jail behind their lying. So meet them on camera. I don't care who you are, male or female. And man, y'all already know I advocate for y'all. These females out here is wickedy wicked. They need healing. Mhm. They need 100% healing up out here in these streets. They need something, right? But to all my men out there that's going through something, when you dealing with something toxic like that, I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you once again, meet them on camera, keep everything recorded, text messages. The best way to do it is text messages. Yeah, you got everything recorded. Um, Keep your conversations recorded over the phone. If they don't like it, that's their problem. And if they don't like meeting you on camera, then something wrong with that. And if they don't like the third party drop off, meaning you having somebody there that's not going to sit there and start the fight, you're going to have somebody there to mediate the things and do the drop off for you. If an argument sparks between you and that party, they're not there to do all of that. They're there to just squash it and, make sure everything is cool. That's what you need, because that's what the judge is going to do. I'm telling y'all. I got sole custody. That's what the judge is going to do. The judge don't care about your relationship. They care about the kid. So make sure whoever you have for that third party drop off, no matter who you are, male or female, make sure their head is level. And they're not there to choose sides. They're there for the kid. So if some go down, they're not out there fighting too. They level headed. All right. That's what y'all gotta have. Meet them on camera. I don't care who you are. And men, let me pause this real quick. We gotta stop the music. To all my men out there, to the ladies too, because I know there's ladies out there. I heard stories, a lot of stories. There's men out there turning their kids on to their parents, to the mothers. I hear a lot of stories. So we're gonna aim this at both. But really, it's really the men I see that go through this a lot. And y'all know the type of men I advocate for, right? So we don't really have to break that down. So if you don't take care of your kids and you abuse women and you talk trash on women and things like that, I don't advocate for you. Okay. So anyway, so to all my men and my females, but really the men, if you're going through anything toxic like that, where you're trying to get your kid and see your kid, and you got a baby mother out there or a wife or whatever, y'all don't live together no more, but you're trying to be there for your kid, man, and they trying to do all whatever to stop that, right? They doing whatever, 3 or 4 activities, whatever they trying to do, but you ain't do nothing wrong. But they doing whatever it is to prevent you to not see that kid, right? This is what you do. Anytime you do have that kid, whatever you buy for that kid, I don't care if it's a piece of candy. I don't care. Even if you're not with the kid, whatever you buy, make sure you save your receipt. Okay? Every receipt. I don't care if you bought them a pair of shoes, clothing. Yes, it's your kid, right? To my men, right? But you have to do that because these narcissistic females out there will turn it and, use that against you, right? And so to my women out there too, that's dealing with that too, use the same tools. Keep all your receipts, all right? Don't be on the internet being toxic, all right? Remember, you fighting for your kid at the end of the day, right? So you can't be out there being a narcissist. You can't be toxic. You can't be doing none of that weird stuff up out here in the streets and on the internet. You can't be doing all that drinking stuff, all that wild style hot 3 or 4 girl stuff, right? You can't be doing that because that will be used against you, ladies and gentlemen. Hill. All right, let's go. Welcome to Sharane's All, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Men go through it too, ladies and gentlemen. You already know I spread awareness for both. So don't get it twisted. Make sure y'all get the awareness and understand what's going on and what's going wrong about here in these streets. Stay focused, use the tools. Remember, healing takes time. Also remember, there are licensed advocates that are out here that's ready to assist you in whatever information that you need, whatever help that they can help you with. You just got to reach out and open your mouth. Absolutely. No matter what you're going through, there's lawyers, there's people out here. You don't have to go through the situation alone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep telling you that. Like I said, y'all stay focused right here locally in Binghamton and the surrounding areas, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sharane World. I'm about to start heading up out of here. Catch me on the next live video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can know when I come live. And if you are subscribed, make sure you turn your notification bells on so you could be able to know when Sharane World is here. Okay? And I appreciate you all. If you do know somebody that's going through something, Share my videos with them. You never know. I might be able to help them. I don't care who they are, male, female, supply, somebody that you're trying to get rid of. Dude, share the videos, ladies and gentlemen. Because awareness is awareness. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's Way. Y'all stay focused. Later. Let's go.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.